Not?
No idea.
Okay, we'll have to
Didn't
see.
ask, honestly.
All right, well, we'll see if anything swapped around as they're still trying to figure stuff out and get it clicking as they wait for Dashy to get back on the roster. You got to think if they can have any kind of just positive win ratio before he gets back, you feel good about it.
I think so as well. I mean, obviously Midnight was a tough match. UIU would probably favor them. I think they play EG, and I believe they may finish the week on Reciprocity. So, a bit of a favorable side of the schedule.
Well, just talking a little bit about stats, I mean, you take a look at Vegas. With Dashy, they were 17-2 in respawn. Since then, you know, with having a sub, they're 1-4 in respawn. So they've struggled in the respawn, so maybe that's something we need to see. If they can get going here, we'll kick it right off with the hard point as everyone battling for top mid control. But we liked a lot of what we saw at EG at the Pro League qualifier. I think the question for a lot of us is just, I don't know, how high can this team reach? What's the ceiling for this squad?
Yeah, how consistent can they be, right? A lot of focus was on Facento, the improvement that he made from Vegas to the Pro League qualifier. He went from like a 0.75 to like a 1.1, which is just such a huge jump. And people have to remember, the one time where he really slayed well, that Rise team ended up winning a championship. He did have an OSA and a skinny bot, but
he won MVP that event, if I remember correctly.
When he does slay well in response, his team does pretty darn good.
A bit of an advantage for EG off the back of the first hard point. Will now shift over to Semi. It's Zuma trying to deal with the push in. The stun connects, and he finds two. Almost punished by not finishing the first kill, but the stun lasts long enough to get it done. Now there's a four-man push through the back. He's going to drop. It'll be Karma next up inside a post, and we'll see if Optic Gaming can hold the first wave.
Yeah, you saw Zuma there with that SOG, and obviously there's another side to when Scump runs Maddox, just to make sure Zuma feels as comfortable as possible. It's what he's been running all year long, so Zuma with that SOG, able to find another one, but EG do break on in. Optic with the back spawns.
I mean, it looks like the specialist is saying you still have Scump on crash, nothing shifting there.
And Scump and Karma able to find some kills. So just back and forth throughout these trades, 20 seconds left. You can already see EG, all those blue arrows down low. I mean, Gunjar has been there for a while.
And, you know, Karma, you had a nice start from him. He's 6-2. I saw him tweet yesterday. Or sorry, maybe it was the first after the loss that he came in, he was feeling really hot in scrims and then struggled. He hasn't maybe gotten to where he wants to, but at least to kick off the game. You like to see that out of Karma.
Yeah, but him at 6-2, you have TJ at 0-5.
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
That's sort of been the thing, really, throughout their respawns with Zumas. One player steps up and the other player starts to struggle. They just can't get all on the same page. Maybe that turns around here. Scump able to find two with that Maddox. Now they have hill control. Karma pushing through showers. There should be two as Scump finds another one. And Optic Gaming able to break on it.
We'll see if EG can get through. Gunjar is going to end up dropping, so that's a bit of a staggered push. He doesn't wait for his teammates to get back in, so one by one they're dropping. You don't get another full effective hit there at the hard point. Maybe you just need to wait for the rest of them to get there, have a full five-man push. You don't get it, and because of that, Optic now continue to push out this lead. Nice snap, I thought, by TJ, but just doesn't hit the shots, and he will ultimately end up dropping. Now, Karma is getting close to streaks 125 off.
Now, where do they spawn,
him.
right? Where does he spawn? He spawns all the way out. Karma so far away from his team, has the grapple. They try to move across that map. Now, Krim trying to stay alive. He's on a bit of a spree. We saw him get 3 kills top middle, which allowed his team to win this rotation. A bit of a split from basically both teams, but now EG gonna spawn out. A good job by Karma to stay alive alongside Crimsix to make sure they hold the spawns.
Now Karma continuing to do damage. He's up to 12-3 on a 3 streak, taking over this game 1, but Optic haven't been able to put away EG yet. Still a tight game, but Karma still finding kills. He's got 3 players now to deal with. The pressure comes in. It's 2 for Fellow, and as the front line dies of Optic Gaming, that means the contest comes through to the hard point, and they're at least able to make sure you don't get a full hold here from Optic Gaming.
And 20 seconds left. Goon now gonna work his way on in. So nobody's separating themselves so far. With these 15 seconds, it's basically gonna be a tied game. Just taking a quick look on the EG side. Fellow having a pretty solid game.
Close to Annihilator, yeah.
Really just across the board besides Facento, right? That's, again, he was such a key factor at their Pro League qualifier. If he can turn things around, maybe it's a little bit different for EG, but on the other side, we talked about Karma, 14-6, having himself a game.
Nice couple of kills there from Exotic. 3 through in the kill feed, but Karma answers immediately as he jumps on top of 3. That might at least free up an opening for his teammates to come in transition, make sure EG can't get a foothold. It'll do just that. a good counter to make sure EG doesn't push out their lead as we've been back and forth in the early going of this game one. 25 seconds remaining on the hard point. One-on-one battle inside a post will go to Facento as he's trying to pick things up after the slow start. As we look over towards semi, Facento working with his teammates to try and make sure the early pressure gets shut down from Optic Gaming through the backside. So far, so good. But as Scump gets a pair of kills, things start to open up for Optic Gaming.
Yeah, Crash does come in, but I don't know if I agree with this. Your team's so separated. Why would you call the Crash in right now? It's not going to do anything. It was basically a 2 versus 4 on the other side of the map, so the TAC 5 boost is going to be wasted. You know the trades are going to be there for Optic. Maybe a bit of a misuse of a specialist right there from EG. There is still one player left. That's Royalty. He's going to grab Slam. He's going to find one. But once again, they're so staggered. Like, Royalty gets a couple of kills, and it turns into absolutely nothing for Evil Genius.
So does that fall on like a patience thing, pacing, communication? Like what's
Yeah, it's all comms. That is all comms right there. I just think that's a waste of the attack 5. The grab slam comes on through, but he's all alone. EG, you can definitely tell there's some issues in their respawn.
Well, maybe a moment that'll have Revan, the coach, a little bit frustrated. He'll have to talk through things after this game one, but EG not out of it yet. Nice shots from Zuma as he seems to feel more comfortable with the SOG. His impact starting to be felt a bit more with this Optic team as he gets worked into the mix. But on board now with Facento as he has SOG in hand. Karma's got him tagged up, trying to bob and weave, but Exotic's looking over him, Joe.
Yeah, Facento trying to do the best he can.
Crim's got an Annihilator out.
Ooh, Facento almost connects with that kill. TJ, he's able to get 2 as well. It just seems like the slaying right now just favoring the way of Optic Gaming. Zuma now going to pull out the Tempest, trying to connect. Nice shot on the one. Nice. Oh, I thought that connected.
Yeah, I thought
that
it
was
looked good.
Yeah, that was the chain in the back. But Royalty, Facento all get the kills, and
So,
EG stay alive.
No, that's huge. Crim6 use Annihilator.
Yep.
You get Tempest that comes out as well, and EG still break in with over half the remaining time on the hard point. So that was a spot where maybe Optic even put them away. They get close to the 200-point mark. It's a 200 to 100 type game. But instead of that, you're right back in this if you're EG. Definitely a pivotal moment in the opening of this, or sorry, the midway point kind of this game.
Yeah, Crim trying to work the spawns for this nice hill. 10 seconds left. TJ gets inside, able to win a big one-on-one. Zuma there as well. We'll see where EG spawns. So they're still spawning back courtyard. Pretty favorable for them. So now 1 second left. Couple Optic members very far out. So you have a staggered push from them. This is best case scenario right now for EG. As you can see, you have 2 players all the way pushed up, 3 on the right side of your map. This is not what you want. Zuma's gonna get taken down. That's gonna stagger the push even longer. It's just so difficult when you have those long spawns to just wait and give EG time. TJ is able to find a 1. Hit Karma, stay alive, almost does, but that buys enough time for Crim. TJ and Scump right through the front.
Just like we saw basically the opposite time the first time through. Optic Gaming got set up. EG were able to apply pressure, make sure they didn't soak up, close to 60 seconds. Now it's Optic's turn to bust through, and they were able to do that. Your other powerhouse specialist comes into play behind TJ's War Machine. Optic's lead approaching 30 points yet again. That's a difficult spot to connect with the War Machine from. The last one, though, hits the flak jacket, and then the SOG not good enough as Goonjar lines him up.
The higher you go, it's like a bouncy ball, man.
Oh, yeah. As soon as you look
on up.
We've all been there playing pubs where you're aiming down. It's so hard.
Yeah.
If you don't direct hit them or get a lucky bounce, that is not an easy kill whatsoever. But back to top middle, and we talked a little bit about it in the first series we casted. This hard point, this first one, yes, it's mid, yes, it can be madness, but you can get a ton of time here with a good setup. I thought EG had it for a moment, but it falls apart. Goonjar likely going to have to make a flashy play here with the Tempest. He's got 2 knocked. 1 he's able to finish and change the Scump in the back. He's getting it done. His teammates starting to push in and get the help, and they're right back into the hard point with 30 remaining. And he's 100 point off of streaks, Joe. Can he find anything else? What does he have? About a quarter of it remaining inside the Tempest. Here's the opportunity. There's Crim. He hits the shot. There.
Oh, good.
He did it. Goonjar! Oh, and he gets gunned! He gets gunned as Crim punishes and Goon can't finish. No streaks in for EG. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, we talked about streaks all day, the game changer they can be. TJ, oh my, TJ as well with some nice shots into that player. That's Royalty. But Optic, with those kills, able to stabilize. I was going to say, the big thing with Goonjar when he pulled out that Tempest is his teammates were pushing through Dojo, trying to flip the spawns. They basically forced a split, but Optic were able to hang on. Karma Grav Slam comes through, not able to connect with anything, but you have a 25 more seconds until you win this map 1. Optic have full control and the kills, all green in the kill feed.
Couldn't hear. This could be it. Fellow can make a play with the Annihilator. They line up for him, and he is able to get one. 3 kills now come in for EG, and this is the break they need. Zuma still holding strong. He's pinned to the concrete, and Fellow gets inside the hard point. But Optic Gaming only need 8 more points, and there's not a lot left to earn here from EG. It all comes down to showers, and TJ and Scump already set up inside.
But Fellow still getting kills. TJ, Zuma, able to find some, but the numbers are in favor of EG right now. Oh, the switch comes in. Zuma gonna take down Fellow. Faceno is here as well. Tommy trying to stay up, and EG do a great job at least to rotate on in.
Still in it. They're still in it. It's not over yet. EG picking up time, but Optic doing a good job of making it scrappy, so you haven't really earned many seconds here for EG, but they're doing enough to stay up. Doing enough to make sure Optic can't close it out. Just 8 points needed. Now they're inside. Now EG spawning out, and as Exotic drops, that might be the final nail in the coffin. They've got to fly at the hard point. They're set up. The line's got it closed, and Optic Gaming, they get the Game 1 victory.
God, just think about those streaks if they come in for Gunjar, the way that changes things for them.
And that reminds me of, remember, it was Optic on Arsenal, and Dashy had that play where he was trying to finish him and couldn't hit the shot around the box in Vegas. It's just, it can be tough. It's like he just kept getting awkward timing because he was crawling behind the bus.
Then he got gunned.
Yeah, then he got smoked. He still had a chance once the dip was gone. I mean, that's Maddox versus ICO.